Welcome to the DKB Marketing Solutions overview video. This video is going to cover our automotive platform along with our enterprise level SMS application. Beginning here with the automotive platform. The automotive platform is known as AutoScan or AMP, Automotive Mobile Marketing Platform. The automotive platform is a standalone application that allows dealerships to use their current inventory to automatically set up a keyword as the stock number of the vehicle, a mobile landing page with all the information about the vehicle, product features, services, along with color pictures. The color pictures allow them to see any other individual specifics about the vehicle that they are requesting. Typically, a person walking around a lot will see a sticker on the vehicle. The sticker will have a QR barcode with a call to action saying scan this barcode and hit send. Once they've scanned the barcode and they have hit send, it will create a text message in their phone sending it to our system, which will then deliver back the auto response. The auto response will carry information about the vehicle along with a link to the landing page where they can gather more information. At the same time, the automotive platform is sending a text message or an email to the designated individual at the car dealership. That information is being passed across, and it is carrying the phone number and the keyword, which is the stock number of the individual vehicle they just looked at. So now we know what vehicle to follow up with them on. The automotive platform uses the enterprise level SMS application in order to be able to send, receive the messages along with creating the QR barcodes and the landing pages. So moving over to the the enterprise level application, in here you will see all of your navigation on the left. Now, this is where you will be able to control any additional campaigns, such as marketing campaigns. If you're going to include these campaigns in your newspaper, your brochure, on the back of your salespeople's business cards, which we're going to get to in just a little bit of the importance of these QR barcodes and business cards. But also through your traditional forms of advertising, such as your radio, your billboards, your TV ads. And you can utilize this through your service department as well. The service department can use it for appointment reminders, a loyalty program, delivering coupons about service intervals to your customers. And because our system is robust, it has APIs. APIs allow our application to be programmed in to the CRM of the service department so that it could automatically send the alert notifications that your oil change is due, your transmission service is due, it's time to rotate your tires, and so on and so forth. We also have a tool in here called Web Scripts, which allows you to create a little widget to place on your website. The widget allows for opt-in. Well, it starts the opt-in process. Anybody opting in from a website requires a double opt-in process, so we'll go through this process real quick. Now, we do have a little demo set up here as the dealer opt-in. To create one, you'll click Add New, and you would name it, set your frame width and your frame height for the web page, and then put in your message. Now, remember, I stated that they have to receive a double opt-in confirmation. The double opt-in is, in this example here, please reply XYZ to confirm you would like to receive SMS from dealer XYZ. In that fashion, they have not opted in until they reply with the XYZ keyword. Once you have them reply with the XYZ keyword, it will deliver that auto response. Now, you have this created. After you've created this, you can click View. Here is the iframe code, so you can extract this and paste this into the HTML page of your website, and the little widget will come live on your page. So if you have a call to action to enter your phone number to receive an offer or to get information or alerts from the dealership, when they do, they will receive this message. They reply with the keyword, then they're delivered the keyword's auto response. In this case here, it's just a simple one that says you are confirmed. Obviously, this is just a demo. You will want to have more information in there for what they're putting their phone number in for to deliver back to them. Now, you do also have the opt-out instructions, which are automatically built into our application. The opt-out instructions let the customer or the consumer know that they are opting into an advertisement campaign. They can reply stop to opt out at any time. They can reply help for help, and message and data rates may apply. That is standard on every message. If you are going to create a new keyword campaign, it's very simple. Under keyword management, you can click add new service. And from here, we can place in our keyword. So let's just name this one XYZ2. And when we hit tab, we can tab down to our field here. And this is where your message will go. Now, the system does also have a drip autoresponder in it. So if you are not going to be following up with them immediately from the time they text in, you can have it deliver another autoresponder 1 day later. You could set up multiples of these, by the way. And you can have it drip on them 1 day, 2 day, all the way out to 3 months. So if that buying cycle of that customer is typically a week to 2 weeks, you could drip on them once a week, every 5 days, every 3 days, whatever is easiest for you to be able to contact them. And all along delivering them a link to your website and or a phone number for them to contact your maybe internet sales manager to get more information about the vehicle they looked at. Also, when setting up a keyword, you can use the random winner function. Now, this works if you're going to be giving away multiple things, such as, let's say you're giving away tickets to a concert, and you might have 20 tickets. Well, you could set the system up to choose 20 winners that are allowed. 1 out of every 10 people that text in would be chosen as a winner. And then we could put in our call to action for them to redeem. So the system would now choose 1 out of every 10 people, up to 20 winners total, delivering only the winners the reply message here. In the message, you do have the ability to put a coupon code in here. So if we put in use promo code, and then we put in a bracket and type the word coupon code as a command tag, we can close the bracket and we can continue on with our message. Whatever it may be. So now, if we want to designate a unique number to go in every text message, all we have to do is place our number down here. And so now, the first person that texts in will get use promo code 500, the next person after that 501, the person after that 502, and so on and so forth in sequence. Once you click submit, that is a live keyword now, and you can then see it in your list. And if anybody would like to text XYZ2 to 59769, you'll see the demo on your phone. Another nice application feature is the statistical piece. Through the statistical piece, you will be able to track all of your stats via month, week, and day. So you can break it down by an individual month, and yes, you can go back 18 months. And we also have a statistical search if you'd like to pull a greater than or less than date. You can see the individual messages that are being received, the messages that are going out, and we also have a vote chart tool in here. So you can create keywords and utilize the voting chart to pin them against each other and see either unique or total votes for those particular keywords. So if we were going to have one car versus another car and have folks voting for car A and for car B, we could create a vote chart to have that piece taken care of. And because you can utilize the vote charts to display live real-time statistics, you can embed those on your website, you can share the link through your social channels, or you can even just open up the vote chart on another screen of your computer. So let's click on vote charts, and we're going to just name this one demo 1, 2, 3. And then you can set your height and width of the chart however which way you want. You can show your direction in vertical or horizontal, show your votes in numbers or percentages, and the voting results in the total or the uniques. And so at this point, let's just create a couple here, and we've got a couple of keywords. Let's just go ahead and use those. So we're going to use H1233, H1234, and H1235. And you can add up to 10 keywords by clicking more keywords. It just adds another field. For the demo, we're just going to use 3. So we're going to go ahead and click submit, and we can see here that 8 people have texted 1234, 3 people have texted 1233, and then we have the H1235 being 0. Now, we can copy the link, and like I said, this can be iframed into a web page, or it can be just opened up on another browser, and it will only display just the vote chart. Going back to our statistics, we can look at our month, week, and day, and you can see here, now this is a demo account, there's no traffic really being in here. You can search your top 10 keywords, the messages being received, and the messages that are being sent out. You can see your auto reply messages, and you can see anything that you've manually pushed to those numbers as well. Week and day are going to be the same format, just pulling the different parameters. The messages received, like I said, are where you're going to see the individual messages coming across real live time, and the same for messages sent, the real live outbound messages. So once you have a campaign set up, it's very simple. Now that we're starting to build database, we can now market to those people. So by using the send message feature, this is where you're going to send real live time messages. So if we would like to send out a group text message to our database and let them know that we're having a super sale this weekend, we can drive traffic to our location. Group text message, we can choose our database that we want to send to, type our message, and yes, you can create templates in here. Maybe it's an oil change reminder and we're sending it to a database. We can choose the template, it'll automatically populate our message. Or if we're just going to type it from scratch, we can type it from scratch. Now I've typed a little message in here showing. So we're going to call this one Dealer XYZ Alert. Super 700 sale this weekend, 700 cars on the lot. Show this message to get an additional $500 towards your trade. When we push that message to our database, those folks receive it, and they can then take action upon the message that they just received. So that's how you send real live time messages. Now, if you want to schedule your messages to go in the future, you would use the message scheduler. So if we are going to be completely busy this week and we want to get this message to set up to go out on a Friday, we can then go into our message scheduler. We can then choose to have this message go on the 25th. And so at this point, we can pop in our message. We can choose our group database, and we can set our date and time to go at a certain period of time. Click save, that message is scheduled, and it'll go out to your database at the time and date that you've scheduled it. So those are the basic workings of the application. Now we do have a lot of other features in here, such as the QR barcode tool. Now you do get unlimited QR barcodes. There's multiple ways and uses for a QR barcode. So let's go to QR barcodes, and we're going to click add new. Here we can choose the feature that we want to have it do. Most QR barcodes are a redirect to a URL, so if we want to mirror what everybody else is doing, we can then just choose the URL, put in our URL here, and we can then put in our size. If we want to make this 500 pixels by 500 pixels, if we put in 500, it will make it square. You can change your foreground color, and you can change your background colors as well. Once we click add, that QR barcode is created. We can click view, and then we can just right click and save that to our computer. If you would like to use the link, you can iframe this into a website. Other QR barcode uses, such as I explained earlier, the SMS feature. The SMS feature allows us to set up a keyword to go to a shortcode, meaning that when they scan that QR barcode, it's creating a text message in their phone, automatically going to the shortcode number, automatically having the message field populated with whatever keyword we wanted, and when they scan that, it'll create the text message. All they have to do is click send at that point. Mobile number is not so much about a mobile phone number as you could put in a 800 number. And at this point, when they scan it, it's creating a phone call in their phone going to the number that we have it designated, and all they have to do is click talk. So scan to call. The other features are the text feature, which is just a pop-up. This is not SMS, so don't think it is text message. It is just a message pop-up. The new feature is the V-card feature. Okay, this was a feature that was upgraded earlier this year, and it allows you to create a V-card with information about the individual. So you can then incorporate those QR barcodes onto the business cards or any promotional material for the salesperson. So that if I'm the salesperson and I tell somebody, here, just scan this barcode, it'll save all my contact information to your phone. Now we don't have to rely on them to hold on to my physical dead piece of a tree business card. So QR barcodes work great for V cards, directing somebody to a URL, or having it create a phone call in their phone or a text message directed to the short code, helping them opt in. The last and final thing we're going to talk about today is the mobile landing page tool. The mobile landing page tool gives you the ability to create single one-page mobile websites that are mobile browser friendly, that will be delivered via the text message with a link in the text message so that we can drive traffic to the landing page. The landing page might be your oil offer. It might be a discount for their service intervals. It might be a flyer for your upcoming sale, or you can build a from scratch using the HTML mobile website. Now I'm going to build a couple of simple ones here real quick. The first one we're going to do is take a flyer for a company, an automotive company, and deliver that out. So let's go ahead and click Add New. And from here, this is how you would set this up. So we can attach our header image. We can paste any content that we want in here. We can attach media files. So these might be pictures of the car for sale. And then we can put in a description and a footer image. Now, like the automotive platform, when it creates the mobile landing page, it's creating the mobile landing page in this exact format. So header image, content, image files, content, footer image. And let's pull up a demo to show you what one of the automotive platform looks like. Okay, so here is what it looks like. Now, yes, we are looking at this on a browser of a PC. This will fit to the screen of whatever is opening it. So we see the logo up here. This would be the dealer's logo. So header image, a little bit of content. This is where we're going to place in all of the information. All of this information from the AMP platform is driven from the business profile when it is being set up. So the dealer's logo, the information about the dealer, the hours of operation, their address, and any contact numbers. Now this system, the AMP system, the AutoScan system, is setting it up automatically, whereas this is if you were going to build it manually. So again, header, content, image files, content, footer. Same principle. Header, content, image files, more content. Now you can see here we only have 6 in here, whereas over here you can have up to 12. It also depends on how many images are coming in through here with the CSV file that's being uploaded. The system will create as many images as are in the CSV file, so don't worry about this limiting you to only 6 images for the vehicle. And then we have more content down here, such as our information. We have our map and contact information, the 1-800 numbers, and our hours of operation. So that is how the AMP system sets it up. If you would like to create one manually, you would use this tool. So let me go ahead and get this one set up here. So once I have everything placed in here, just like I've attached our logo, put in our description, I've only attached a few images, just 5, and then we put in the description. Now I am using the same information from this here, just to kind of give you guys an idea of another layout. And we're going to create another one in just a second with just a flyer. And you could attach a footer image if you so wish. So we're just going to go ahead and click Submit. At this time, the system gives us a long tracking URL, or we can go back to our landing pages, and here's the one we just created. If I click View, here we have an emulator, so you can see what that mobile website is going to look like on the device. Up here, it creates a QR barcode. It also gives you a tracking link so that you can track how many times that mobile website has been clicked. So if you're using it for the flyer purposes, such as if I were to click add new, and we're going to name this one flyer. And all I'm going to do here is attach our image for our. So now we have our flyer attached. We can put other information in here if we want. Maybe we want to incorporate some of our hours of operation information. So I'm just going to copy this real quick here. And we're just going to place that right into here. So now we can click submit. The system generates us our mobile landing page. Here's our our landing page link. And again, like I said, if we go back, here is our flyer. Now we can click view. And here is a generic little flyer right here. So now all we would have to do is copy our link, the tracking one, go over to send messages, group text message, choose our database, type our message, put in our link, and we could then click submit. That message is delivered to our databases. Our consumers get what they want, and we know that because 99% of text messages are read, that if we have 1,000 people in our database, 999 of them are going to read it within the first few minutes. A little bit more advanced on the mobile landing pages is the edit capabilities. You do have full access to the WYSIWYG editor, the what you see is what you get editor, and also the HTML. So just for example, the demo one we made, if we click edit, it takes us into our editor. Here we can do things such as if I wanted that image to be centered, I could center that. If I wanted these things to be bold, I could bold those. I can even increase the size if need be. And we can change up a lot of information in here. You can insert images. You have access to the HTML code. So for those of you that are a little bit more tech savvy, you can go into the HTML. You can embed YouTube videos. You can embed really anything you want in that HTML as long as it's not a Flash-based product. Flash works only for regular computers where it does not work with mobile devices. So a full editable capabilities with those mobile landing pages that you are creating. So in summary, the application can be used for just about anything that you're doing at your dealership, whether it is incorporating it in your newspaper, your brochures, and as I mentioned with the QR barcodes on the business cards. But if you were to put a keyword campaign and or a QR barcode on your newspaper ads or your TV ads or in your radio ads, when those folks are texting in to the keyword, to the short code, we're tracking all of that. So now we can see what your real marketing dollars that you're spending, the thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, on what kind of results they're giving you. All along building database so that you can market to them to drive traffic to your location. If you're seeing good results out of all of the campaigns, but one of the campaigns that you may have, let's say it's a billboard, and nobody's texting in from your billboard, that means that you're not getting the exposure or the call to action is not there. So it might be in your best interest to adjust the call to action or spend that thousands of dollars somewhere else that is working for your company. With the service department, it's a great tool to be able to reach out and grab your previous customers. Now, we've discussed it where you could actually put a QR barcode under the visor in the vehicle that says scan for our deal. And because you could create one of those landing pages with the QR barcode, you could swap the content out on the landing page at any given time. And any time that they scan that barcode, the fresh content will be displayed in front of them. It might be on your service interval reminders that you send out in postcard format. There might be a QR barcode in there. There might be a text campaign to save extra dollars. So your loyalty rewards with your customers can be driven via the SMS, the QR barcodes, and the landing pages. So this is not just a tool used to generate real lifetime leads. This is a tool used for customer retention and loyalty. Now, we mentioned earlier in the video that you can set up your CRM to be integrated with our SMS application, and that is very true. Each account in our system is set up with its own encrypted CID and encrypted password. What that means is that it's specific to you, meaning that you can utilize the APIs, which I pulled up here for you. Now, API stands for Application Programming Interface, or Application Protocol Interface, meaning that one application is going to talk to another. So we can provide the APIs to you, and at that time, your team, your tech team, your IT team, your programming team can then program the APIs to work with your CRM to not only just send messages out, but also to be able to receive them. So if you have a loyalty rewards program built into your CRM, when they text the keyword, our system can actually post that to your system so you can track that through your own loyalty rewards program under your CRM. Your system then can identify via the phone number which customer it is, log that into their account as they have texted in for the information. Your system could then use the Gateway API to send messages out from your own user account under our AutoScan system, the system provided to you by DKB Marketing Solutions. If you have any further questions or need further clarification, let us know. If you need our tech team to come in and do any of the custom programming that might be required to make your CRM work with our system, if that's something that is of interest to you, don't worry. We have the people on staff to be able to do that for you. So again, if you have any questions, please contact your representative here at DKB Marketing Solutions, and we are here to help you. Thank you for joining me today.